Good morning, Mid-Central region. So normally I would do a video or get on here live and talk a little bit about produce and what's going on in the produce world, and a lot of times it's not good news, and I feel like I'm giving a weather report. But this week I do have something a little bit more fun, so join me in a quick video about some mushrooms. So on that last screen, you saw that June is National Mushroom Month. So I wanted to take a few minutes to highlight the company that we get our mushrooms from at all three sites, and then show you a little peek inside of the factory and how those mushrooms are grown. And then after that, we'll come back and I'll show you a bunch of product that we stock at all three sites.
Greenwood Mushroom is our supplier of mushrooms, and they are located in Pennsylvania. More specifically, they're located just outside of Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. This small town is known as the mushroom capital of the world, and it produces over 60% of the nation's total supply. This factory is an example of how mushrooms are grown. One great thing is that mushrooms are grown indoors. This means that they are not affected by weather, and that fact alone helps to keep costs steady throughout the year.
All right, so let's dig into some mushrooms. The first thing I'd like to call to your attention is, notice what's on all these boxes. Every single one of those is Cisco branded. So you will increase your Cisco brand sales by selling mushrooms. And being that June is National Mushroom Month, you've got great opportunities. One other interesting note is that mushroom sales peak and surge in the summertime months, especially the portobellos, because of the grilling season. But summertime is a great time to talk about and sell mushrooms. So to start us off, we're going to talk about the most common mushroom out there, and that is the white mushroom. And what you're seeing right here, a Cisco Reliance. This is a number 2, or our food service grade mushroom. This is the largest seller in the region. Since the beginning of the year, we've already sold over 15,000 cases in the Mid-Central region. So this is our biggest mover. You'll notice that the sizes are random. They're going to be all over the place, just like a number 2 tomato or a number 2 potato. So these are your number 2 price fighter food service mushrooms. Next, we'll move over to a size that is the button mushroom. These are the smaller size, and they're more consistent than the number 2 food service. And also that's going to be in the imperial label. All the rest of these are going to be imperial mushrooms. So one size up, another big mover for us. These are the medium mushrooms. They're going to be obviously the medium size, a lot more consistent size and shape. And then we're going to move on to the large white mushrooms. These are going to be good for stuffing. It's a really nice large mushroom. I almost said potato. So then on to the next item. This is a jumbo mushroom. These are awesome for stuffing. Now Louisville, you guys didn't have these until today. We actually decided to bring those in. Cincinnati and Indianapolis already stocked those, so they are now in stock in Louisville. Next up, in case your customer didn't want to deal with whole mushrooms and they just need sliced, well, we do have sliced as well. This is our 10-pound case of sliced mushrooms. And then this next item, also sliced mushrooms, but these are in tubs. One thing that's really cool about this is the lid. There are vents on the lid. That way it'll let some of the moisture escape, but not enough to dry them out. They're gonna dry out a little bit faster in that. So if your customer needs to keep them in the cooler and keep them a little bit longer, that's a great option for them to have. Louisville, you're getting these as well today because you didn't stock them before. Now that is a thin slice, great for pizzas. I did put a couple out here and I wanted you to see the difference of the slice thickness. So the top one that's shaking around there is the thin sliced in the tubs, and then the other thicker one is in the bulk case. So that's our sliced mushrooms. Next up is the cremini mushroom, or otherwise known as baby bellas. That's right, when these grow up, they become portobello mushrooms.
Fun fact, cremini mushrooms are the exact species of white mushrooms, but only a slightly different strain. They are aged only a few days more than their white mushroom cousins. They are a little bit more firm, they're darker in color, and they have a richer flavor profile than white mushrooms.
And then when those grow up, they become portobello mushrooms. So this is a stemmed product that we carry, and it's going to have the stems on it. Obviously, you're going to see some of the dirt down in there. There's going to be a lot of waste, and I want to get down there so you can see just how much dirt is in that box. Now, most people, they don't use the stems. A lot of folks will tell you that they'll make soups out of it, but really, how much soup is someone making with all those stems? So you might say, I don't want to deal with the mess. I just want a portobello cap. Well, here's our baby portobello caps. Really nice product. These are, smaller in size, but they're all very consistent, as you can see. And then when those grow up, they become these monsters here. This is a jumbo portobello. Look how big that is. These are awesome. So we've got options for your customers. And again, these portobello mushrooms are surging in the summertime. Lots of folks will be looking for these. So be sure to mention those to your customers. And here we have shiitake mushrooms. So this is a little bit more firm, a lot more rich in flavor. Another species of mushrooms that we have here in stock. Now these are with the stems removed. The stems on these are a little bit undesirable, so we go ahead and get these cases in that do not have the stems. Lastly, my personal favorite. This is the wild blend case of mushrooms. In this case, you're going to have creminis, portobellos, shiitakes, and oyster mushrooms. This is a very rich flavored, very nice option for your customers who are looking for more of a wild blend or a nice plate presentation.
Well, folks, that'll sum it up for everything that we carry from Greenwood Mushrooms. Now, if you're looking for something a little more unique or exotic, Greenwood Mushroom can definitely come through for us when those items are in season. So don't hesitate to reach out to myself or Doug or Chris, and we can get you all set up.
Well, that sums it up, and I do apologize for such a long video. I just wanted everybody to be set up for success and have all the information you need for National Mushroom Month. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for your time, and have a great weekend.